Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I am Cass and I'm glad to have you back with us. In this video we are in Calgary, Spruce Meadows to be more precise. That's in the southwest corner in the city of Calgary, and we are attending the National Showjumping. I am by no means the most knowledgeable person when it comes to horse jumping competitions. There are a few things I know, and I'm going to share some of that information with you. If you would like to leave us a comment and have extra feedback, as always, this is very welcome as well. So, as I said, what I know is this is a timed, or it's a time limit, I guess you shouldn't exceed, and then it's whoever is the quickest as well, but it also comes down to how many faults and errors you will have. And I do believe, well, speaking of errors, somebody has a different opinion and different minds today, and is not too keen on participating here today. Oh well, maybe another day. That's just the way it goes. They have their own minds as well. But back to what I was saying, I believe every time you knock down part of an obstacle or step into the water with the water jump, I do believe you get 4 demerit or penalty points, I guess, whichever terminology I should use here. And so, oops, there we just have another one that didn't like that for some reason either. But anyways, you get some penalty points. I think every time you have an error, knock something down, it's 4 points, so that can accumulate quite quickly. The goal, of course, is to get through the course without any faults whatsoever, but it does happen, and each day is probably slightly different as well. Now I think at the end of the competition, all the riders with 0 penalty points, I think they have kind of a, I don't know what you call it, a write-off. I'm not quite sure. It doesn't sound quite right, but anyways, they are kind of then in the final compete against each other, and whoever has 0 faults as well, then it comes down to the timing, who is the quickest with 0 penalty points. Now, with this all being said, that's about the extent of my horse jumping knowledge. To say it, kind of a idea how this works. If you have more information and would like to leave a comment, I always encourage you guys to do so. Don't be shy, and perhaps subscribe to our channel if you haven't already done so. If you're already a subscriber, well, thank you very much, much appreciated. And we have all kinds of different content on our channel, so it's not just about horse jumping. It's how-to videos, smaller repairs, traveling, different shows, you know, motocross as an example, traveling different areas a bit. So again, perhaps subscribe and check us out, much appreciated. As we can see here, there are a couple obstacles being knocked down, and I suspect sometimes nerves come into play, not just from the horse but the rider as well. And I do believe horse and rider have to work together kind of as a team to make it through here successful. Well, at this point I'm gonna lean back and enjoy this. Well, saying leaning back, I continue filming here, and perhaps you can lean back and enjoy this as well. And again, thank you very much for taking the time and watching our videos. Oh, that was close. Not sure if you noticed, but it did move quite a bit, but it stayed up. I guess that's all that matters. Oh, someone had a different idea. That didn't work with this jump. So let's give it another try. let's get this out of the system and try one more time. And what do you think? Here we go, all good. Now again, my understanding is if they fail or the horse refuses another jump, then that's an automatic disqualification. So the second refusal, unfortunately here it is, and that's then an automatic disqualification. Unfortunately, just managed to touch this enough, so it fell down. You know, it seems kind of hard, but on the same token, it doesn't take much on the same token to kind of knock them off. That's a triple jump here, so you certainly got to get the spacing and timing right, I can imagine, because if you approach it too far away or too close, that's probably a recipe for disaster. I think if I remember correctly, I see sometimes before the competition starts that actually the riders are walking the course, I guess to familiarize themselves with it, but also kind of with footsteps, measuring the strides in between the different obstacles. I would imagine that's to get some kind of an idea of the distance and in between and how to approach it. But again, as I said, I'm no pro at that at all. That's just some knowledge and a half and some of the observation as well. They're changing some of the obstacles around, so the general competition, if I can call it that way, is over. So it's I believe all the riders that had 0 fault points, they are doing the write-off. So here again it comes down to try to get through without any penalty points, but now also time matters. So if there are several riders again that have 0 faults, then it comes down to the winner, first, second and so on, that has the quickest and second fastest time and so on.
The last couple of years he's won so much here at this stage. Can he go faster than 42.23? You bet he can. Matt Sampson and Daniel, Great Britain.
Zero faults, I believe, and was checking the time right away, I guess, to see where he might be at.
One to come. Can he make up the time?
Here we got the RCMP in their festive uniforms and getting the Canadian flag ready to pull up on the pole. Here we got the horses coming in, first, second, third, fourth. I'm not sure how far back in the placing, but that's what they come in for. So we get a chance to look at them one more time. I hope you enjoy what you've seen here, and again check out what else we have. Oh, somebody has a little bit of a dance here, nothing major, but again check us out, may subscribe, check out our description box. As always, we put some information in there as well, and thank you very much for being with us.